In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how to turn the worst year of your life into the foundation of the strongest comeback you've ever made. We're talking about mental strength, emotional clarity, rebuilding confidence, and creating momentum that does not die in the new year. If 2025 broke you, this is how you come back stronger. Jessicaos here. Welcome to the channel. If 2025 broke you, good. You needed it. And maybe this year knocked the wind out of you. Your relationship collapsed, your confidence disappeared, your plans fell apart, or you just lost yourself. The version of you that survives a year like this is 10 times more dangerous than the one who never struggled. Everyone wants to rise, but no one wants to fall first. And yet, the fall is the only thing that forces you to stop pretending that you're okay. You didn't break because you were weak. You did because you outgrew the life you were trying to hold on to. I'll repeat, you didn't break because you're weak. You broke because you outgrew the life you were trying to hold on to. Sometimes life has to snatch things out of your hands because you wouldn't have the courage to let them go yourself. That woman, that job, that friend group, that identity you were clinging to, you'd have held on until your fingers bled. So life ripped it away, not to punish you, but to prepare you. Walk with me. If everything this year had gone right, you'd still be the same man, with the same blind spots, the same weakness, the same habits that were slowly sabotaging you. You'd have cruised through the year thinking you were good, growing, making progress, right? But if you'll be honest with yourself, you weren't. You were most likely comfortable. You didn't change, you didn't rise. So life took that comfort away. Tell me this, would you have left that toxic woman if she didn't leave you first? Would you have rebuilt your confidence if nothing ever shook it? Would you have questioned your path if you never hit a wall? You already know the answer. The breakdown was the wake-up call. The collapse was the mirror. The pain was the alarm clock you kept hitting snooze on. The fall didn't weaken you. It exposed the weakness that was already there. And that's why it had to happen. Because when life breaks you open, it shows you exactly what you need to fix, not what you want to fix. What you must fix if you're going to level up. Think of pressure. Pressure doesn't create cracks in a wall. Pressure reveals the cracks that were already there. Your heartbreak, that revealed your attachment style. Your failures, they revealed your lack of direction. Your loneliness, it revealed how much validation you outsourced to other people. Your setbacks, they revealed the truth you avoided. And now you have a choice. You can keep replaying the fall, or you can understand it was a setup for the version of you that wins. The fall wasn't the end. It was the initiation. When a man gets broken, the first thing he loses isn't the woman, the money, the routine, or the confidence. He loses his identity. And once your identity cracks, every part of your life feels unstable. Most of us build our identity on things that can disappear overnight. A relationship, your job, your physique, your social circle, a predictable routine. And when one of those pillars collapse, the identity you build around it collapses along with it. And that's why this year felt so heavy. You weren't losing things, you were losing the man you thought you were. And ironically, that's the opportunity that you're yet to see. Because identity is something you can and should design. But most of you never tried to design anything. You simply drift into identities based on what women want, what society expects, what your parents drilled into you, or who you had to be to survive, not who you actually are. And this is why the fall matters. Let me ask you, if I stripped away your job, your relationship, your income, your looks, your status, who would you be? If that question scares you, good. It means you've been identifying the wrong things. And this year exposed that. Here's what rebuilding should actually look like. Step 1, remove what drained you. Before you add to anything new, you subtract. Identity doesn't grow when you pile more on. It grows when you cut away what weakens you. Yep, people who take more than they give. Relationships built on your insecurity instead of your value. Habits that sedate you instead of strengthen you. Environments that keep you small. Roles you play just to be accepted. You should remove it all. Step 2, reclaim what strengthens you. Every man has a version of himself he abandoned. The version who had standards, had ambition, had focus, didn't apologize for wanting more, didn't shrink to make others comfortable. You lost him somewhere along the way. And that happened because maybe survival became more important than identity. But rebuilding is what will bring him back. Because identity isn't who you were, it's who you decide to become again. Step 3, rebuild with intention. You see, once a man realizes he's starting from zero, he panics. He thinks, I'm behind. No, you're finally on the right starting line. Now you built an identity rooted in self-respect, not external validation. Ask yourself, what do I want to be known for? What kind of man do I want to be when no one is watching? What behaviors reflect that man? What habits destroy that man? Identity is built through consistent evidence and not fantasy. Every day, you're either proving your identity or betraying it. You become who you repeatedly choose to be, not who you say you want to be. A lot of men stay broken because they're obsessed with the wrong problem. They replay the breakup, the betrayal, the missed opportunity, but they never stop to ask themselves the one question that actually moves them forward. Which part of this can I control? Let's be real. A woman leaving you will haunt you only if you believe the power was in her hands. Failing at something will destroy you only if you believe the failure defines you. Feeling lost will crush you only if you believe you have no say in who you become next. Truth is, what she did is her story. What you do next is yours. And every man has to choose which one he wants to live in. Let's shift away from relationships for a second. Maybe your plans collapsed. The money didn't come through. Your career stalled this year. You thought you were supposed to be further ahead by now. And you have questions, a lot of them. Hear me when I say those questions can be poisonous because a lot of them focus on what you can't control. Your comeback begins when you ask, which part of this failure was a lesson? What did this year expose? What can I change today? What standards did I ignore? What boundaries didn't I set? What habits did I neglect? Those questions put you in the driver's seat. You see, your mind is always scanning for meaning, always. If you don't give it a meaning that empowers you, it will pick one that destroys you. Yes, meanings like, oh, she left because I'm not good enough. I failed because I'm not capable. I'm stuck because life is unfair. But none of those are facts. They're interpretations. You chose them, right? The bottom line is, you can't control the breakup, the rejection, the setback. You can't control other people's decisions, disappointments, or inconsistencies, but you can control what you rebuild. You can control the meaning you attach to pain. You can control the standard you rise to after this year. You can control who you become next. And the moment you take your power back mentally, the comeback has already begun. Do you feel it? A lot of people ruin their progress because they think transformation requires a full personality overhaul. I mean, it looks good on paper, but it collapses in real life because when a man is broken, overwhelmed, drained, he doesn't need a new identity. He needs one clear win. One small, undeniable victory that will tell his brain, we're moving again. That single win is what shifts your entire emotional state. It pulls you out of paralysis, rebuilds belief, and reignites self-respect. That's why this rule is simple. Make one promise to yourself every morning and keep it. Just one. And this is powerful because your brain is not motivated by big goals. It's motivated by proof. Proof that you can trust yourself again. Proof that you can follow through. Proof that you're not who you were when the year began, when you first got knocked down. Every small promise you keep becomes evidence. Evidence becomes identity. Identity becomes momentum. You see, a lot of you don't lack confidence, you lack proof. Let me ask you something. When was the last time you said you'll do something and actually did it without negotiating with yourself? That's why you feel stuck. Most people underestimate how quickly a single habit can change everything. Keep one promise today. Next week, you're keeping 3. Next month, you're building structure. By the middle of next year, you're unrecognizable. That's how a comeback starts. Quietly, privately, with one promise that you refuse to break. You see, a lot of men misunderstand pain. They think pain is proof that something is wrong with them. They think heartbreak is evidence that they are unworthy. They think failure is confirmation that they'll never win. And you see, that mindset is exactly why they stay broken. Pain is not evidence. Pain is energy. Energy that needs direction. If you don't give your pain direction, if you don't point it towards something, it turns inward. And that's where bitterness starts to grow. That's where low self-esteem comes from. That's where the voice in your head starts whispering, "You're not enough. She left because of you. You'll never bounce back." But if you give your pain a purpose, it becomes the most powerful asset in your entire life. It becomes raw fuel waiting for instruction. Every man rises on discomfort. Pain has more potential than motivation ever will. The biggest shifts didn't happen when everything was smooth. They happened when everything fell apart. Pain forces reflection, honesty, change, maturity. Pain forces action. Meanwhile, comfort never did that for you. Breakup pain is equal to fuel for identity. You see, breakup pain is an evidence of your inadequacy. Breakup pain is evidence that you cared, that you loved deeply. Breakup pain is evidence that you have the capacity to grow. Failure pain is equal to fuel for discipline. You didn't hit your goals this year? Good. Nothing reveals your weakness faster than failure. Maybe you weren't consistent enough. Maybe you had the wrong habits. Maybe you gave your energy to the wrong kinds of people. Maybe you were chasing comfort over purpose. Failure exposes the exact areas that need upgrading. It's not evidence of defeat, it's the blueprint for your rebuild. Loneliness pain is equal to fuel for self-respect. Loneliness isn't punishment. It's your environment clearing out the noise so you can hear your own voice again. Being alone forces you to confront the parts of yourself that you've been avoiding. Forces you to build your identity without a woman validating it. It forces you to create your standards without someone clinging to you. It forces you to feel emotions instead of numbing them. Loneliness is the precursor to self-respect. Disappointment pain is equal to fuel for alignment. When something you wanted doesn't happen, it's not a loss, it's direction. Disappointment is life's way of saying you were aiming too low. You were pursuing the wrong thing. You were connected to the wrong person. You were forcing a path that wasn't yours. If you use disappointment as evidence that you're unlucky, you'll stay stuck. However, if you use it as guidance, you'll accelerate. You see, pain always becomes one of two things. Number one, a prison, or number two, a power source. And it depends entirely on the meaning that you attach to it. If you tell yourself your pain means you're broken, you will live like a broken man. If you tell yourself your pain means you're being rebuilt, your entire life will change. Pain doesn't decide your story, you do. Guys, if you're feeling this message, drop a comment saying, "I'm rebuilding." I want to know how many men are out there ready to rise after a rough year. And of course, if you want more videos like this, hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on what's coming next. I guess what I'm trying to say is this year didn't break you. It broke the weak version of you. The stronger version, however, is still forming, and you need to give him a chance. If you want the next step in your comeback and you want to rebuild your confidence, but you don't know where to start, I've got you. I've created something specifically for men in your position. It's called the 30 Days to Confidence Challenge, and it has over 500 participants as we speak at the time of recording this video. It's a daily step-by-step system designed to help you get your momentum back, build your confidence back. One small task every day, one win every day, one confidence boost every day. If this year knocked the fight out of you, this challenge will get it back. I'll walk you through exactly what to do, how to do it, how to stay consistent, even on the days that you don't feel like it. So, if you're ready for a program that forces you to win daily, check the link in the description. Join the 30 Days to Confidence Challenge today. My gift to you. Jessicaos here. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you again soon.